I, I don't know if I'm going to upload the last one or not. I'm going to keep going. So you might be watching this as episode 2, or you might be watching it as episode 3. We just don't know yet. I haven't watched them back. But I might just use it as an offload. I've done that on a few, actually, because I know that the ones where I make a few in a series do tend to like dwindle. The amount of views goes like progressively down, but that's cool. That's cool. It's they all serve a purpose in their own little way, hopefully. But fucking hell, yeah. There were thinkoids attached to this, the making of this video. And they've gone completely out the fucking window. But I don't know. I was speaking to a geezer that I've known for about 10 years the other day, but only in the capacity as he worked in a coffee shop that I regularly went into, but we used to chat a lot. He talks like I do. But I think he listens like I used to. I always used to be called a good listener. I don't think I am anymore. I really don't. If I am listening at the time, I then go and fucking forget. But blah, blah, blah. I talked about these, yeah, just being like an offload, where you don't get reprogrammed, you don't get interrupted, because so much of the time, like how many times have you heard people say shit like, when they're talking about someone else, and they say, oh well, if you ask me, he just needs to da, 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 da. Yeah, tell me about it. And there's like two people who would probably then like the meme that says we're all on our own journey, be kind to others. Oh, that's you know what I mean? But they're not letting anyone be on their own journey. That's your journey. You're interpreting whatever as whatever. Because I know a lot of what gets told back to me is so a million miles away from what I'm fucking on about a lot of the time. But I can see those misinterpretations. I look like I don't love myself when I'm all being all like dithery. It's not. I'm just malfunctioning. I'm just fucking trying to interpret what's happened a lot of the time, but it gets seen as me being all dithery and shy and whatever. That kind of shit, that kind of bollocks. Society thinks it knows best with everything, doesn't it? It's a cunt. But I don't know. What am I even trying to fucking say in these videos? It's that was it. That was the point that I never made. That was the thinkoid that I never made. Was the whole bigger picture thing about going on the bike rides was I just subconsciously hiding from whatever this is turning out to be that I'm getting so fucking jangled up with today. And actually, this has made me sit down and fucking sit with it. And in another more positive way, is this actually what would have been a fucking a meltdown where I'm too scared to do anything and da 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 da, and all the shit that was happening around Christmas and just before Christmas and well for ages, because I said it. I was logging those at the time and saying I just need to not expect and want and crave, because that's what society would say. Oh, if you think that, then you're going to get it. It's like, well, they're happening anyway. When I'm saying that I don't get them, when I'm saying that I'm a well person, and attracting all that with positive affirmations and stuff, and then it's happening anyway. So, sometimes it's about going, actually, this is a fucking biological condition more than just a fucking conceptualized one. Fuckingly. So it's going to happen. So deal with it. And then, so maybe dealing with the bike rides. I mean, all right, yeah, I've got the opportunity because I had a beach and lots of happy people. And sunny weather and all of that sort of stuff. But that was better than sitting in the house. And that's what I said to a few people who, like, when they saw me when I was on the litter pick. And, all of them asked me why. And I was like, yeah, I do it every day. Every day? I'm like, yeah, why? And, it's like, well, it's better than just sitting in the fucking house wanting to not be alive anymore. I didn't say that one, but, and so maybe that's a sign of progress then. And like that I'm not that fucking fucked up by it. That I'm just sitting hugging my knees and feeling scared and I don't know why and all that sort of shit. Maybe this is like a part of me learning to cope, and so me being a bit low level over the last few days and whatever is a not as low of a crash. So it's what would have been a lot worse around sort of Christmas time. But it isn't. But then it's just so the more I just acknowledge that is just what is, and it doesn't matter what anyone fucking thinks of what my response to anything is, or what I just need to think in order to not feel that way. Because that would be them not letting me be on my own journey. That would be them trying to be in my boat. They can fuck off in theirs. And don't try and tell me what my fucking reality is anymore. Don't try and tell me why I'm upset and what I need to fucking do to stop getting fucking upset. Fucking Einstein. It is really like, you fucking... Oh, fuck, what was the one I thought of earlier? Misinterpretations of society, that was one. Paranoia. So, like, paranoia is seen as, like, someone who walks around going, oh, I bet you're up to something. I bet you're up to something. Yeah. Some seething, mistrusting individual. Where it's far closer to someone who's just like an outgoing, friendly sort of person that suddenly goes, what? What's that? And suddenly their head goes, they were being really fucking nasty then. Shit. And they're just really shocked by it. It's real. It's real. As if it happened for real. As if someone was just about to fucking go for you or whatever, and you get that that feeling. That's what it is. It's a fucking symptom. But it makes you be interpreted. If you say that you were paranoid about something, that person instantly gets offended. How dare you? I'm your friend. How dare you think that about me? And they're the one responding to something that hasn't really happened at that point. They're the one responding to a false reality. Because that person didn't think that consciously. But then, I don't know, how do you integrate it? ADHD was hard to integrate in a professional capacity. Believe me. Fuck's sake. Do you want to go and sit in your room and do your notes in the quiet space? Yeah, thanks. Treat me like a 9-year-old. Like, literally being back at school, having a special table outside the fucking lesson to be sent out to. That's literally it. Just go and sit on your fucking desk. Put on a fucking landing halfway down the stairs. Because we were at the top of the things, at the top story. So no one else needed to use that landing halfway down. So just put a fucking table there for me. That sort of shit is still fucking happening. Still fucking happening. Still fucking happening. And, just be you, Mikey. Just be you. That's what so many people said. Keep being you. Don't let them stop you. But they have stopped me. They've killed my vibe. They've killed my fucking vibe. And they've sent in the fucking officials. And like I did say, actually, from the start, like, officially, I'm being, like, basically a public nuisance. If you want to look at it that way. And I'm listening to dance music, and it could be classified as a rave. And I knew all the time that all the old Bill would need is a complaint. And then I would be a nuisance. Because then they've got a complaint to go on. They wouldn't, they were waving at me and shit. Smiling. But if they got a complaint, they'd deal with it. So the fact that the coppers were there every day and not doing anything made me think, fine, I'll crack on. There's another reason I kept doing it. But they did stop me. So I wasn't allowed to just be me. And I'm thinking, oh my God, is that the only bit of me that I can find? Is a bike riding sort of punk, hippie, clown thing on a bike. And I can't even be that. Can't even be that. And it's like it's hurtful in a way that like no one else probably would need to do the bike ride in the same way that I was starting to need to do it. They might think it was cool, they might think it was fun, I think it was fulfilling to be a part of for a while, but they wouldn't like be thinking during the day, right, I want to get this done, I want to get that done. What is it, 12 o'clock? I need to go, look, it's a lovely day, I want to go, I need to go, I need to be out there. And sometimes staying out there for 7 or 8 hours. Basically, because being me didn't hurt. And that's the bit that I instantly think that, oh, that sounds like drama. But that's the only fucking way I can describe it, of why it meant that much. Because I'm constantly looking for ways where being me doesn't hurt. Regardless of whether or not there are other people with problems. That's often given as a cure. You're not the only one with problems. I never said I was. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on at the moment. In a lot of ways. In a lot of fucking ways. And I haven't been... well, have I done well or not? Have I done well or not? I don't think I've done as badly as a lot of people have done over lockdown. But then I remember saying at the time, in a way, it sort of took pressure off me. Because, like, yeah, I was only allowed out to the shop once a day. That's what I was fucking doing anyway, mate. A lot of days. A lot of days it was. I was going to the gym and stuff, yeah. But, I don't know. I don't know anyone for whom riding their bike and then dancing and waving at people would mean this much. Would mean quite this much to them. But there you go. I've offloaded. I've taken some painkillers. I've taken off that headband. It wasn't helping my head. It really wasn't helping my head. My headache's a lot better. I'm going to train. I'm going to keep being me and keep doing me, like everyone says. Even though I'm not allowed to be me in a lot of places. I'm going to keep going because some days are shitter than others. And it's, that actually, just to wrap it up quickly, that is another one. Like, just this alone contributes to that sense of the shame of being me. The fact that I can get undone this much by an emotion, by, you know, what people would say is an opinion of me, but it's not. It's the energy. It's the energy that's directed at me. I don't give a fuck what people think. I don't care what your fucking opinion is of what I do, think, or say. Couldn't give a rat's ass. And I've got no interest in changing your mind because I don't give a shit. But it's the energy of how I'm treated, and that's what's toxic to me, and that's why this shit means so much to me, and I take it to heart so much, or whatever. It's the energy of it. But I don't like that about me. I don't like that it gets me this fucking emotional and vulnerable and fragile. Because let's just face it, it doesn't fucking pull the birds, does it? Being this fucking emotional. Not this emotional. Men are allowed feelings, but not too much. Some. But mine are too much. But there you go. I will carry on with my day as and when I see fucking fit, motherfucker. Good